REST interface. So today we are going to discuss about this interface. Now this is basically a native interface for Amazon S3, and which is the native interface for S3. So we have REST. Now REST is basically representational state transfer. Representational state transfer. So we have an interface for, and this is representational state transfer, and this is an interface for Amazon S3. Now it uses standard HTTP as well as HTTPS. It uses HTTPS requests to create and delete buckets. Delete buckets. It could be used for read and write objects and list keys in an object. Now all of these are S3 operations. So this interface which support HTTP, HTTPS request, so that we can create bucket, we can delete bucket, we can create object, we can read, we can write objects as well. Now this interface maps standard HTTP verbs, that means similar to CRUD, which is create, read, delete, update. CRUD is create, read, update, and delete. So create is sometimes HTTP put. So we can sometimes say this is HTTP put and sometimes post. Put and post. If we have read, we have HTTP get. Get. Now here for delete, what we have HTTP delete. Delete. And update is HTTP post. And sometimes put. So these are the commands. Now in most cases users do not use a REST interface directly, but instead they interact with Amazon S3 using one of the higher level standard interfaces, because these interfaces support AWS software development kits. Now we have some SDKs which are software development kits. Now we have some kits available. Now what happens that in most cases users do not use REST interface directly, but instead interact with Amazon S3, which is the storage part and which is one of the highest level of interfaces available. Now here software development kits, here we have wrapper libraries. In software development kits, we have some wrapper libraries. Now these wrapper libraries are for iOS, for Android. That means we have iOS, Android. Here we have for JavaScript. JavaScript, we have Java 2, .NET, .NET, PHP, Python, Ruby, Go, and so on up to. And also this is for AWS CLI also, which is command line interface, as well as for AWS Management Console. So we have some SDK software development kits to perform these operations. Thank you so much.